Most people think Rastafarians are just vegetarian. They picture a guy with dreadlocks, eating a salad, smoking a joint, listening to Bob Marley. And they think that's the whole story. It isn't, not even close. The Rastafari relationship with food is one of the most misunderstood spiritual practices in the modern world. And the thing they actually avoid most strictly isn't meat. It's something almost every American eats with every single meal. Something so common, you probably haven't thought about it once today. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Rastafari treat food the way priests treat sacrament, and why $1 billion industry is, to them, the literal manifestation of evil. The diet has a name. It's called Ital, spelled I-T-A-L, pronounced like vital, without the V. And that's not a coincidence. The word comes from the English word vital, but the Rastafari deliberately stripped the V and replaced it with an I. Because in the Rastafari language, what they call Ayarik or dread talk, the letter I is sacred. It signifies unity, the unity of the self with God, the unity of the speaker with all of nature. When a Rasta eats Ital, he isn't just eating clean. He's eating in alignment with the divine. The food isn't separate from worship. The food is worship. And right there is the first thing most outsiders get wrong. They look at Ital and they see a diet. The Rastas don't. They literally avoid the word diet because the word diet contains the word die. And nothing about Ital is supposed to be about death. It's supposed to be about life, about what they call livity, the life force, the energy that lives in everything that grows from the earth. The roots of Ital go back further than the Rastafari movement itself. They go back to the Old Testament, specifically to 2 books, Genesis and Leviticus. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, God says to Adam, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They shall be yours for food." That's it. That's the original diet: plant seeds, fruit. No meat, no processing, nothing killed. The earliest Rastafari elders read that verse and took it literally. Then they went to Leviticus, the book of laws, the book that tells the ancient Hebrews exactly which animals are clean and which are unclean. No pork, no shellfish, no animal that scavenges, no animal without split hooves and cud. And the Rastafari, most of them descendants of enslaved Africans who had been forcibly converted to Christianity, looked at Leviticus and recognized something. These were the same dietary laws followed by the original Hebrews. The same laws followed by Ethiopian Orthodox Christians. The same laws that connected black people, biblically, to a sacred lineage that predated European colonization. They even built a word for it. The Rastafari movement of the body, mind, and spirit is called livity. And livity is a contraction of 2 words, live and Leviticus. Their entire spiritual practice is named after a book of dietary law. So when you see a Rasta avoiding pork, that isn't a personal preference. That's Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. The swine is unclean to you. When you see a Rasta avoiding shellfish, same book. When you see a Rasta avoiding any animal that scavenges, same logic. Pigs eat garbage. Shellfish eat the bottom of the ocean. To put that into your body is to put the unclean into the temple. And to a Rasta, the body is the temple. But all of this, the meat, the pork, the shellfish, that's the part most people already kind of know. That's not the surprising part. The surprising part is what comes next. Because the strictest Rastafari don't just avoid meat. They avoid something almost every human on earth consumes: daily salt. Specifically, processed table salt, the white, refined, iodized stuff that sits in a shaker on every diner table in America. To strict Rastas, this is forbidden. And the reasons layered part of it is biblical.
The idea that anything chemically modified, anything stripped of its natural state, anything industrially processed, removes you from the earth. Part of it is health-based. The belief that processed salt damages the body and dulls the spirit. But part of it is something deeper, something political. The Rastafari movement was born in 1930s Jamaica, among the descendants of enslaved Africans. People whose ancestors had been ripped from their land, shipped across an ocean, fed the cheapest, saltiest, most preserved scraps the colonial economy could produce. Salt pork, salt fish, salted, dried, canned, the food of slavery, the food of subsistence under colonization. To the early Rastafari, refusing salt was an act of resistance. It was rejecting Babylon, their term for the entire Western industrial system, at the level of the plate.
And the rules go further than salt. In the strictest interpretations of Ital, practiced especially by the Bobo Ashanti and Nyabingi mansions of Rastafari, followers avoid canned food entirely. No tinned tomatoes, no tinned beans, nothing preserved by industrial processing. They avoid food grown with chemical pesticides or synthetic fertilizers. They avoid refined sugar. They avoid alcohol. Many avoid coffee. Many avoid dairy. Some avoid anything that grows on a vine. And then there's the cooking itself. Because for the strictest Rastafari, what you cook your food in matters as much as what's in it. Metal pots are forbidden, aluminum especially. The belief is that cooking in metal leaves microscopic traces of the metal in the food, which then enter the body and corrupt it. So food is prepared in earthenware, clay pots, wooden bowls, wooden utensils, the way humans cooked for thousands of years before the Industrial Revolution. And this is where Ital stops being a diet and starts being a worldview. Because if you take all these rules together, no meat, no salt, no processing, no metal, no chemicals ideally grown by your own hands, you're not just describing how to eat, you're describing how to opt out of an entire civilization. Rastafari, called the modern Western system Babylon. The word is biblical. In the Old Testament, Babylon was the empire that enslaved the Hebrews, the empire that destroyed the temple, the empire that represented everything spiritually corrupt and politically oppressive. To the Rastafari, modern industrial capitalism is the new Babylon. The food system, in particular, is one of Babylon's most powerful weapons. Cheap, engineered, addictive, disconnected from the earth, designed to keep people sick, dependent, and docile. Eating Ital is the answer. It's how you starve Babylon. You don't buy from it. You don't fund it. You don't put its products into your body. You grow your own food. You cook it yourself. You eat it in community. You treat it as sacrament. Bob Marley believed this. He famously refused to eat at restaurants on tour. He brought his own chef everywhere. When the Wailers toured England in winter, they couldn't find ingredients to cook Ital, and Marley nearly went hungry rather than break the practice. And there's one more layer, the most spiritual one. In the Rastafari worldview, every living thing shares what they call livity, life energy, flowing from the Almighty, from Jah. When you eat a tomato that grew from a seed in the earth, you're consuming livity. You're absorbing the life force of the plant, the soil, the sun, the rain. When you eat industrially processed food, food that has been bleached, refined, chemically altered, packaged, shipped, frozen, microwaved, most of that livity is gone. What's left is what they call dead food. And eating dead food over time makes the eater spiritually dead too. Now here's the part. Nobody talks about Ital as a spectrum.
There is no central Rastafari authority. No pope, no bishop, no book that everyone agrees on. Different mansions of Rastafari interpret Ital differently. The Bobo Ashanti are the strictest. They grow their own food, refuse salt entirely, cook only in clay. The Nyabindi follow most rules, but with some flexibility. The 12 tribes of Israel mansion doesn't require Ital at all. It's left to the individual. Some Rastas eat fish, as long as it's under 12 inches long. Some Rastas drink alcohol in moderation. Some use sea salt, but never iodized salt. Some are full vegan. Some are simply careful. And this is the genius of the practice. Ital isn't a list of commandments. It's a direction, a practice. A daily reminder that what you put in your body affects your spirit, your community, and your relationship to the earth. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is intention. Eating Ital, even imperfectly, means asking, with every meal, where did this come from? Who grew it? What was done to it? Does it bring life or does it take it away? So when you ask what Rastas won't eat, the easy answer is meat. The better answer is salt, processed food, anything from a can, anything from Babylon. But the real answer, the answer underneath all of it, is this. Rastas won't eat anything that disconnects them from the earth, from each other, and from God. The food is just the language. What they're really refusing is a way of life. A way of life that most of the rest of us, without ever thinking about it, except 3 times a day. And maybe that's the part worth sitting with, because you don't have to be Rastafari to ask the question. They ask every time they sit down to eat, is this food bringing me life? Or is it just keeping me alive long enough to keep buying more of it?